Welcome to Nugget for your Noggin. So, the holidays are usually a stressful time for many. I'm sure the holidays this year have been even more increasingly stressful. Should we be getting together? Plans have changed. Things are different for this year alone. Travel is harder. There's just a lot more to think about than maybe in years past. And so, the stress of the holidays is probably increasingly higher this year than not. So we really have to focus on ourselves and focus on finding ways to reduce and manage our stress because it can have such an impact not only on our own physical bodies but on our relationships, and really can put us down a path that when it becomes consistent can be so devastating to us. So, we talk a lot about really identifying your triggers of stress, and a lot of us may know what those are, but it is really helpful to just really sit down and write out those things that are making us stressed, and then that can help us put a plan in place to manage them better versus just continuing to keep move through it. The other thing to really think about is what are the strategies we use to manage our stress when we are feeling stressed? And there's really two types of strategies to do that. There's what they call the maladaptive strategies. Now, these are ways that we're trying to tackle our stress that actually end up being more harmful than helpful. So, to give you an example, some maladaptive ways that individuals try to tackle their stress is through emotional eating, or maybe they consume more excessive alcohol or even caffeine. Maybe we are getting more aggressive or assertive or snappy. Or in some cases, we're just completely ignoring it. We're ignoring the situation, pretending like it's not even there, not even addressing it, which actually just continues to build our stress. Now, there's adaptive behaviors that are very successful strategies that help us manage our stress, which are things like nourishing our bodies. So instead of emotionally eating, and maybe that's a lot of junk food, or eating constantly, or a lot of sweets or candies, and whatever that go-to is that you just seem to sit and eat a lot when you're stressed, nourish your body with some good stuff, because when you nourish it with healthier things, it actually builds up our immune system. It actually builds our resilience. All of these helping to manage our stress. Um, Another great adaptive behavior is implementing relaxation techniques. So when you're feeling that stress, instead of responding and reacting an emotional output, put into practice. Find your favorite song and listen to it. Find a funny video that will just take you out of the moment and let you kind of regroup. Find a way to relax versus just responding in that moment. So those are just a couple of examples, and we'll post some more. But the goal here to help us manage our stress is to truly recognize what is triggering our stress, and then how are we managing that stress. And let's make sure that we're doing it in adaptive ways versus maladaptive ways, which actually tend to feed our stress and lend to more stress. So love to hear from you. Let us know like what adaptive behaviors that you're going to implement instead of any maladaptive behaviors maybe that we do today, and be just constantly thinking about how am I moving through and managing my stress. The key first is to recognize it, which then allows us to truly start to manage it and mitigate it. So remember, there's purpose in your potential. Unleash it.